holds two Toco toucans. They are the largest of the 40 species of toucans that are found primarily in the Amazon rainforest. They eat berries and nuts, and they'll throw food at each other every once in a while during their courting time. The amazing thing about them is their beaks are hollow, and they can actually pump blood through their beaks to cool off in the hot summer days. Next up is the brown pelicans, which I cannot see. I think they're at the bottom here. Brown pelicans are no longer endangered. The only reason we have these pelicans here, snap and crackle, is because we have damaged away from them to re-release into the wild. The trees you see on either side of the road here are olive trees that were planted in the 1890s when the estate was originally built on this property. The road you're looking at is the old service road for the estate. There's a small body of water behind it, between the road and the restaurant, and we call it Swan Lake. Home to our two black swans. Very beautiful birds, indigenous to Australia. They have jet black feathers and a bright red beak and a very long neck. You usually see them very well on the bridge here as we pass by. Service road to get all the deliveries and waste taken care of. Speaking of waste, the green bins that you see on your right, these are recycling bins for our green waste. We are heavily involved in it, and we were awarded the certificate of green business from the city of Santa Barbara for our efforts. We're very proud of it. The white building with the blue awning is our Discovery Pavilion. It houses administrative offices and rooms for events and training. But in the back is a huge kitchen for our animals, the animal kitchen, and it's staffed by dietitians who make approximately 260 meals a day for our animals. That's $95,000 a year. Up next is our animal health clinic. It is as modern as any hospital in Santa Barbara. We can do surgery here. And we have a full-time veterinarian to ensure that all our animals are healthy and their well-being is taken care of. On our right, we're coming up on our animal engagement area. The Flushing Cabera. This area back here is where animals are primarily birds. They're brought back off the display areas to relearn how to forage like they would in the wild. When they're up front, they're hand-fed and they lose that ability. So we bring them back here for a while to relearn how to go through difficult puzzle boxes to get to their food. And that kind of stretches them to relearn how to do it they did. Try to keep these animals as natural as possible. There's CJ. He is a Western self-oppressed cockapoo. Here is white-handed gibbon. You'll see them swinging around in there. Tunnels around in a white beige. White-handed gibbons are from Malaysia and Indonesia. Unfortunately, they're endangered due to population growth, deforestation. The other thing is, gibbons are not monkeys. These are the smallest of these. But they're twice as strong as a human male. And they can jump 35 feet from branch to branch. Our female here, you can hear right there, is Jasmine. Jasmine is 42 years old. She's been with us since 1979 and has been a great den with her 5 times over. Her mate is Bono. He came from the Humboldt County Zoo. He is 37, and we brought him here last year to be a companion to Jasmine. Coming up on the left is the beautiful Andre Clark Bird Refuge. It's home to about 200 different species of birds and migratory birds. It's a 40-acre marsh land with about 29 acres of lakes. And it's a brackish water lake due to fresh water from the mountains mixing with the Pacific Ocean water. Other animals that call it home here are foxes, squirrels, rabbits, snakes, you name it, they all call it home. It's a nice place to live. It's not part of the zoo. It's actually owned and maintained by the city of Santa Barbara. And it's free if you'd like to walk around the perimeter. Where I usually shoot the whistle. Okay, look at the California Trails section of the zoo, and you're looking at California conjoys. In 1982, there were only 22 of these great birds left in the world. They were dying off primarily by eating animals that had been shot, and they would ingest the bullets, and they would end up having lead in their system, which would make their eggs really thin-shelled. In 1987, several of the birds were captured in the wild, and some of the zoos in California collaborated to try to promote these birds in the wild more. And we would bring them in, we'd flush out their systems over time, make sure they were clear of all of their lead, and then re-release them after about 5 or 6 years. We've got the numbers up to about 400 now, and they're still in danger. They have a 9.5-foot wingspan and weigh up to 26 pounds. The brown structure you see on the right is our lowland gorilla exhibit. We have 2 lowland gorillas. Their names are Zinga and Morengi. They were born at the Brownsville, Texas Zoo and brought here in 2006. They are brothers. They're about 4 years apart in their 20s. And they're bachelors, which gorillas are normally bachelors at this age. They're silverbacks, they weigh over 400 pounds. And I hope you get a chance to go up and see them. Unfortunately, their habitat in Africa is being overtaken by population growth and also mining for minerals. The large building that you see coming up on your right is not a 2-story building, it's a single-story building, and it houses a giraffe. I guess you can figure out what's coming up next. They're kind of a favorite meal for some hyenas and lions. And if you look to the far left, you'll see a lion sitting on the rock, checking them out. The giraffe that's eating off the tree here is Adia. She's 5.5 years old, and she just gave birth to that small one. His name is Twiga. Twiga means giraffe in Swahili. And the great big guy there on the far right, his name is Michael. Michael is 16 feet 2 inches tall, weighs 2,700 pounds. He's got the most desirable DNA of all Maasai giraffes, and we're doing everything we can to promote his DNA in the wild and in other zoos. He has sired 8 calves since he's been here. Another giraffe that we can't see is Audrey. She's inside. She's sired 5, or not sired, she's had 5 calves by Michael. So we're trying to keep this DNA thriving in the wild and in other zoos. As I stated, one of the things that will get the numbers of giraffes down are these 2 guys sitting up on the rock. These are our African lions. There's a female, Felicia. She's 2 years old on the left block. And the male is a handsome guy named Ralph. Both of these animals came to us in April from zoos on the East Coast. Felicia is 2 years old and Ralph is 5. Felicia is very playful and likes to swat at Ralph, and Ralph puts up with him. We had a male lion here named Chadwick, who unfortunately passed away at 21 last December, and these lions are replacing them. On your right is the location of the original William Child estate. William Child built her estate up here in 1898 and lived here until 1947 when she decided it was too much for her to handle the 30 acres. So she deeded it to the Santa Barbara Association, and unfortunately she passed away in 1951, and the association gave it to the city in 1952. And nothing much was done with property for a number of years, and in 1959 the estate was found to be hazardous and an eyesore, and the mansion was actually burned down as a training exercise for city firefighters. 1963, the Santa Barbara Zoo was established, and it had only 5 animals. It was like a petting zoo, but it's grown now to 500 animals and over 200 species that you enjoy. We'll be coming up on the capybara exhibit. Capybaras are the largest rodents in the world. They're found in South America. They have semi-web feet. They can swim long distances underwater looking for food. They can weigh up to 150 pounds. With that said, all I can say is have a super day.
That was so fun. Mindy, the turkey vulture's there too. What? Turkey vulture.